In this video, I'm going to show you how to start affiliate marketing from scratch, even if you're a complete beginner. I'm also going to reveal my $100 a day formula, and this is a full step-by-step tutorial that you can just follow along and build a successful affiliate business along with me in this video. What's up guys, my name is Greg Kononenko. I run this YouTube channel, Caffeinated Blogger, and my mission on this YouTube channel is to help you build a full-time income online so that you can have a better future for yourself and your family. Click the subscribe button just below this video, tick the bell notification icon as well so that you can get notified as soon as I upload my next video. Let's get into the detail. First of all, let's talk about that 100 a day formula. And I want to explain to you what it actually takes and the way that I personally do this. I've been doing affiliate marketing for quite a long time, for many years now. And as you can see here on the JVZoo network, if I hit refresh, I've made almost $150,000 in commissions just on the JVZoo network. I'm also an affiliate on a lot of smaller networks. For example, here on Nanocast, just in August, I had a promotion and I made $2,236 just here. And overall, I promote in over 20 various affiliate programs on various affiliate networks. So I'm making a full-time income from affiliate marketing. The way that I do this, I'm going to show you, is all based on free traffic. I don't pay for any traffic. I don't spend any money on ads, so everything that I do is low cost. And every day there are hundreds of millions of people, possibly even billions of people, I don't know exactly, that get on Google and just start searching for stuff. And let me just give you an example of one of my kind of personal websites that I reveal to the public. I've got several websites, but one of them I do reveal to the public. Let's say somebody is looking for how to get traffic to their website, okay? So they'll come to Google and they'll type in something like free traffic sources, kind of like what are the best free traffic sources. And you will see that for free traffic sources, I'm actually listed on page 1. So this is my website, caffeinatedblogger.com, free traffic sources. So a lot of the people will get onto my website and they'll start reading the article. And as they're reading the article, this is my website, Caffeinated Blogger here. As they're reading the article, they'll read about Quora, they'll read about Pinterest, okay? And then you'll see that I've got links here. So for example, as they're reading about Pinterest and Tailwind Tribes, they will see a link that says sign up for Tailwind and start your free trial. Well, this link is actually my affiliate link. So if anyone clicks on this link and goes to the Tailwind website and ends up signing up after using my link, I get paid a commission. So here you can see that Tailwind program runs through the Share a Sale affiliate network, and you can see all of the sales that I'm making. I get 50 cents per lead that joins, and then I also get a 15% recurring commission for everybody who ends up signing up through my link. And that's, if someone stays on Tailwind for 5 years, I'll get paid 5 years of these recurring monthly commissions. So it's pretty awesome. Now, what we've got here is an article on a website, okay, that attracts a lot of traffic. And I've got lots of these articles on several of my niche websites. And what we're looking at here is basically marketing through content. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to find in pretty much any niche, not just an online marketing niche, but we're going to go through everything step by step. I'm going to show you how to produce content that will attract a lot of targeted traffic, and then how to monetize that content through various ways, and how to actually make money through affiliate marketing by building these kind of websites that just get free traffic all day long, all day, every day, and how you can then make money from this free traffic. So the way that I do this, just to recap, I get free Google search traffic and I produce a lot of content. So I'm looking to always get massive traffic to kind of build a site in the niche that just gets a lot of traffic to it every single day. Then I'm going to show you how to build a targeted email list using all of that traffic, and then how to promote affiliate offers via email to your email list. So effectively, I'm going to show you how to build kind of a self-sustaining, always growing machine that just passively makes you commissions on autopilot by automation and via free traffic. I've made these couple of slides to illustrate to you the big idea here. So going from the previous example, the page that I showed you that gets a lot of traffic for me is called free traffic sources, right? That's the topic. I'm talking about free traffic sources on that page. Now, once you get all of that traffic onto your page, there are different ways that you can monetize that traffic, and that is the three that I've put here. Affiliate links in the content. So as I showed you, I've got an affiliate link there. If they click that affiliate link and they buy the program, I get paid a commission, right? So you can get paid whenever someone buys. And you can do this in any niche, guys. There are tons of affiliate programs in any niche. The second way that you can monetize it through opt-in forms. So if you've probably seen them on the different websites, there is an opt-in form, and if somebody leaves their email address, they go onto your email list, and then you can automatically send them promotions. You can promote affiliate products and make money that way from your email list as well. And also, I'm sure that you've seen on a lot of websites, you can put AdSense ads or ads from other networks, and you get paid per click. So whenever just someone clicks an ad or even views a page where that ad is, you will get paid a small amount of money, but it all adds up. So your job kind of becomes, marketing through this content. So you publish relevant content for your niche without doing any direct selling. And then you make indirect references to either opt-in forms or affiliate links. And a small percentage, but a consistent percentage of people will make you money through one of these three ways. So then effectively what you do is you create more and more of these pages. So you have a page on free traffic sources, page about something else, other pages, your goal is to kind of create dozens, 50, 100 pages, because the more pages you create, the more money you will make. And every page will be monetized in similar ways. So as people come from Google onto your pages, they will then click affiliate links, join your email list so you can make money from affiliate promotions via email, or click your ads. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. So first of all, let's just quickly talk about this 100 a day formula. I'm going to show you some calculations. Let's go through this spreadsheet that I've prepared. By the way, of course, all of these are just examples. They're not a guarantee of any results, but all the numbers that I've put here are realistic based on my experience. So let's say you produce some content. I'm going to show you in the video how to do all of these. And let's say your content gets 1,000 views a day, okay? So if you're getting 1,000 views a day, that's equivalent to getting 30,000 views in a month. And let's say you are building an email list and you've got various ways of people to join your email list so that you can start sending them promotions. And let's say just 3% of your ongoing monthly traffic ends up joining your email list. So if you get 30,000 clicks to your website, 30,000 visitors to your website, and 3% of them join, then your email list is going to be 900 at the end of that first month, right? Now, as you're sending them emails, your email open rate generally should be over 10%, but just to be conservative, I've put in 10%. And approximately 30% of the people who open your emails will end up clicking on an affiliate link in your email, okay? And let's just say that you send 20 emails per month with affiliate links. Perhaps the rest of the time could be some content emails and so forth. Now, if 900 people are on your email list, 10% of them open, 30% of them click, and then you do that 20 times in a month, then basically what you're looking at, and that's just the multiplication of all of these, is 540 clicks per month that you can send to affiliate links. Okay, and if on average you get just 50 cents commission for every click that you send, and oftentimes, some affiliate offers might be paying over $1 per click that you send. But just with these kind of calculations, you're looking at, in the first month of kind of this projection, at a monthly income of $270. Now, of course, because we're going to be getting this passive traffic, I'll show you how to do all of that. If you just continue getting, even if your traffic does not grow, you just continue getting 1,000 visitors a day forever and ever and ever, your email list is going to be growing, okay? By month 6, you're going to have 5,400. By month 12, 10,800. And by month 12, you're going to be sending 6,480 monthly clicks from your emails. And at 50 cents a click, that's $3,240. Now, don't forget that all of this assumes that you kind of, once you reach that traffic per day, 1,000 clicks a day level, you don't put out any more content, okay? But even with these kind of calculations, you can see that in 12 months time, you can start making these $100 a day, okay? So it's definitely not a get-rich-quick scheme of any sort, but this is about building a sustainable passive income business. That is what I like doing. This is what I have done now a number of times in a number of different niches. Now with your monthly traffic, of course, I'll show you how to continue to grow it. If it goes to 2,000 a month, and let's say if your email open rate goes to 12%, and if your opt-in rate is 3.5%, okay, so some things change, then you can see that by just doing things a little bit differently and just growing your traffic basically, according to this model, then you can hit your $100 a day by month 5. So that's the power of it. And don't forget, all of this, the way that I'm going to show you how to set it up is kind of all automated. So there's automated follow-ups, the traffic is automated, it doesn't cost you anything, and it will just continue growing. And once you've kind of got this machine set up, then all you really need to do is just to focus on putting out more content and growing your traffic, and your income will grow accordingly as well. Okay, so step 1 is to choose your niche. In general, in my experience, good niches fall into 2 categories. They are either solving a massive problem that people have, or they serve a massive passion that people have. So a couple of examples of each of the niches. So solving a problem would be something like people losing hair. That's a problem mainly for men, and people are prepared to spend money. So if they go on the internet and they type in something like how to stop hair loss, and they find a product that promises to help them stop their hair loss, they will generally be very likely to buy that product. So that's one example. An example of a niche with massive passion would be boating niche or car niche. People are crazy about cars, people are crazy about boats, and they're always looking to upgrade their cars or get something cool for their cars. Or another one could be audio products, like audio systems. A lot of people love headphones, a lot of people love good speakers. So it's just their passion, and they love to spend money on their passion. So that's another example of a good niche, but that falls more into the massive passion category. Now guys, I've recently put out a very detailed video about how to find a good niche, so I won't spend too much time in this video on it. You can click the card or just check the link in the description to find reference to how to find a good niche. But a couple of resources that I'll quickly mention here in this video is you can Google for blog income reports or similar terms, and you'll find, for example, there is one blog here on Relin Tan's website that talks about 50 blog income reports in various niches. So you can check how much each of these websites is actually making, and you can see that it's a variety of different niches: frugal living, lifestyle, food, veganism, travel. So all of these would be good niches, so you can kind of check out what other people, what kind of blogs or what kind of niche websites they've got, and then try to see if perhaps you want to try and replicate one of these niches as well. Another good way to do research is to browse affiliate networks. I'll do this with the example of ClickBank, but you can do it with any other affiliate network that you're a part of, so ShareASale, Commission Junction, and others as well. And here you can go into Marketplace and then click Advanced Search, and then leave everything blank. Just go and show gravity higher than 20 and then search. And that will bring up a number of now 150 different products. And you will generally find something called gravity. Gravity indicates how well this product sells. So it means 427 people have successfully promoted a product, this particular product, in the past 8 weeks. So it means it's very popular. And you can kind of browse these 150 products and get an idea of what kind of products actually sell on ClickBank. And there are some unexpected ones here. For example, battery reconditioning. Who would have thought that this is a hot product, but turns out it is. So you can actually build a website around battery reconditioning, for example. Secret obsession, so that's like relationship, seduction kind of niche. That's also not a very obvious one, but apparently it's very, very popular. There's personal development, and there is numerologist. You guys might already know that I love the numerology niche, and for the purposes of this video, I'm actually going to be talking about the numerology niche, and we're going to be using this niche as an example for the website that we're going to be building in this video. All right, so after you've chosen your niche, you need to move on to the next step, which is to buy a domain. You need your own domain. If you want to build a serious business, that's what this video is about. This video is about how to build a serious affiliate marketing website and a serious affiliate marketing business. Okay, so for that you need to have your own website and your own domain. Okay, so let's go through the steps of buying your own domain. So you can scroll below this video and open this same page that I've got open so that you can follow along with this process. And you can also just type in caffeinatedblogger.com/startaf, okay? Or just click the link in the description below and you'll open a page that looks like this. Let's make a website together, and there it will say step 1, register domain. So if you click this button, it'll open up the way for you to register the domain. So the service that I recommend to use is Namecheap. That's the domain registration service that I personally use. And of course here, what you can do is now to start searching for the appropriate domain name. Now I recommend to have a 2-word .com domain. For example, my domain for Caffeinated Blogger is 2 words, caffeinatedblogger.com. Another website that I run is Dad's Hustle, again, just 2 words. It's simple to remember, and .com is generally better than a .net, .biz or .org. It just has that kind of trust factor attached to it. Now, if you are unsure what to call your website, I recommend for you to research your target market and try to figure out what kind of names other people give to their websites. For example, for this tutorial, we're using numerology niche. So let's type in something like what is numerology into Google and see what kind of words people use. So it says the law of attraction. It says horoscopes, Sage Gardner's world numerology, and so forth. And you can see that over and over again, numerology is mentioned. So what you can do is open a domain generator such as impossibility.org and use the options here to generate your own domain name. So here, for example, I've typed in add nouns to the end of my word numerology and I click search, and that's going to generate .com domains for me that are available right now to get registered. If you're unhappy with these suggested domains, you can just click get more and you continue to click get more until you find something that looks good. So that just helps you jog your memory. You can also choose to add anything to the end, and once again that'll just give you more different options. Let's just say I've thought of a name, Essential Numerology. So I would just type it in here and I would put in essentialnumerology.com, click search, and then see if that domain is available. And it is available for me to register for $13 Australian per year. So that's about $8, maybe $9 US per year. So that's a pretty good domain name. Obviously, I did it very quickly just as an example. You can always do a little bit more research and find an amazing 2-word .com domain name. So then from here, I would recommend that you add it to cart and go through all of the checkout steps and complete the payment, and then come back to this video because we're going to pick it up from there. Now that you've got a domain, I recommend that you go ahead and buy hosting. So when you're back on this page, the resources page, there will be something saying step 2, get a hosting account. So just click that and that will open up the SiteGround hosting page for you. Now the prices here are actually in Australian dollars. Let me just change that quickly. So these are the prices in US dollars. You can just start with this startup account. This is the cheapest account. It's only $3.95 per month. There are also Grow Big and Go Geek. So the biggest differences here are, it depends how many websites you currently have. If this is the first website or the only website that you're going to have for a while, then I recommend to just go with startup because you can always upgrade later on. The larger plans just give you a little bit more bandwidth to get a lot more visitors. So you can see here, this is recommended for 10,000 visitors monthly. You know, once you hit 100,000 visitors monthly, then you can kind of go to Go Geek. Or once you hit 20, 30,000, you can go to Grow Big. But you can definitely just start out with this startup. Now guys, a few things about SiteGround hosting. Obviously, you're more than welcome to go with any hosting that you possibly want. SiteGround hosting is the hosting that I personally use and have used for a number of years already. Probably 6 or 7 years. I'm extremely happy with them. So this is a really great option. A little while ago on my Dad's Hustle blog, I posted an article where I talk about 8 reasons why I switched my blog hosting to SiteGround. So just wanted to quickly run through that with you. They have amazing customer service. So, and goes hand in hand with instant chat support. So basically, anytime you have a problem, you can simply just go and chat to them live, and that's amazing. There is a graph here that's produced with SiteGround and other hosting companies. If you have a chat issue, generally you can get instant chat. So like as soon as you jump online, you can ask them a question or ask them to help you, and there will be instantly someone available most of the time. And as you can see, they resolve issues most of the time within 5 minutes. And that's amazing, because if you have a problem with your website, you don't want to have to submit a ticket and then follow it up a week later and then follow it up a week later while your website is down. So that's a very big thing for me. There is 30-minute resolution on tickets. Generally, tickets are resolved very, very quickly. So even if you don't want to talk to someone on chat, maybe you're on public transport or something like that, you can send the ticket and it gets resolved very quickly. Instant phone support. There are great loading times, so your website will be very, very fast. They've got a lot of features around security. They give you free backups. A lot of hosts actually charge you to take daily backups of your website, but SiteGround actually does it all for you. And price-wise, they are priced at around the same as most other web hosts, $395 US a month. Okay, maybe you'll get somewhere a web host for $350 or something like that, but unless you know another really great host, SiteGround is going to be amongst the best and amongst the cheapest. So what I recommend for you guys to do, unless you know that you need one of these bigger plans, just grab the startup and click Get Plan. I'm just going to open that in incognito window here so that I can walk through everything with you. Now guys, I want you to save the money, so don't buy any extras. It says enter your domain. Don't register a domain here. Okay, just go. I already have a domain because you would have bought one from Namecheap. Put in the name of that domain here. So for the purposes of this example, I've just put in greg'sawesomewebsite1.com and click proceed. And then it will ask you to review incomplete. So you'll just need to enter your email, password, your address in here, your payment information. And once you get to plan and data center, so for data center, I recommend for you guys to choose USA, unless you know that most of your traffic will come from a different part of the world. If not, then it's likely that a lot of your traffic will be coming from US. US has very fast service, so just go for USA. Where it says period, you have got options of going for 12 months, in which case you will pay this $395 times 12, so roughly about, $48 or so US. Or you can choose just to go for a trial 1 month where you will just pay $495, actually $395 US. Because of my country, it defaults to Australian dollar pricing. It'll be like $395 plus maybe $10 or something, or $12 US setup fee. So whichever one you're more comfortable with, you can either go for a whole year or just with 1 month to begin with. For extra services, don't tick this site scanner, you don't need it. And here, make sure that everything is correct and then go ahead and complete the order. After you pay for the hosting account, you will get your login details and so forth. And the first thing is, after you log into your new SiteGround account, is a screen that will look similar to this. So basically now what you need to do is go into websites at the top, and you will want to add a new website. So your screen might look a little bit different simply because this is an account that I use for tutorials. So I had a website here before. Your screen might look a tiny bit differently. It'll say something like add your first site and a little bit of a wizard, but just follow along and I'm sure that it will make sense. And so what we want to do now is create new website. After you click that button, you'll see a screen that looks similar to this: new domain, existing domain, or temporary domain. So we already have a domain, so let's just choose existing domain and type in your domain name just below. So for my purposes, I will use Greg's Awesome Website. That's my test website. But for you, of course, you would have bought another website, like a proper domain name in namecheap.com. So just type in whatever domain you bought there. Then I'm going to click continue. You might get a little warning, something like this: the domain you wish to use is not registered in your SiteGround account. That's fine because it's registered on Namecheap. So just click continue after that. And if you see something like this, start new website or migrate a website, you will want to start a new website here. And then it will ask you to choose an application that you'd like to use. So the application that we're going to be using is WordPress. WordPress is the free platform. It's pretty much the standard for niche website owners these days, and I'm going to show you how to build a website using WordPress. So under installation details, you will need to enter your email address and password. So just enter those in. These will be your login details in the future. After you've entered your email address and password, click continue, and SiteGround will go ahead and generate a WordPress installation for you on the website. SiteGround might give you an option to install something called SG Site Scanner. It's a security suite. Unless you know that you need it, I would recommend not to worry about it. For now, you don't absolutely need it, especially if you're on a budget. So just go ahead and click finish here. You will see something like this creating your site. It says it takes less than 2 minutes to complete the website creation. So just give it a moment to get that part completed. After your website finishes the installation process, then under the list of websites here at the top, you will see your domain. And the next thing that we want to do is we want to go into server details. So just press these kind of 3 dots here at the top and click server details, and that will give you something called NS1 and NS2, which you will be able to see just over here. Now, the reason why we need this is if you open your website right now, you will see probably something similar to this. It's just going to say gregsawesomewebsite.com, and then it's got these ads. It's called what's called a parked domain. So for now, Namecheap owns your domain name. Just shows kind of some default information because our hosting SiteGround account is currently not connected to the Namecheap account. So we need to connect the two. And the way that we do this is through this NS1, which is same as name server. So just highlight this NS1, copy it, and then log into your Namecheap account and go into the domain and then click on manage. We will need to, this way we're going to connect our Namecheap account with our SiteGround account. We do that using the name servers option over here. So just click the drop down and then put in custom DNS, and then under name server 1, paste this, and then under name server 2, NS2, copy this here and paste that under NS2, and then tick this little green box. And that's now going to connect your Namecheap domain name, so Greg's Awesome Website. It'll tell the browsers and in general the internet servers that if somebody tries to browse gregsawesomewebsite.com, then SiteGround has to load the files for your website. The next thing that you'll want to do is scroll down and choose this SSL option. So let's go ahead and set that up. SSL is what you see in the top left of the screen here. This little lock icon is pretty much a necessity these days, and SiteGround provides free SSL certificates, their security certificates. So this is basically going to allow you to display this same lock icon on your website. It doesn't cost you anything, and all you need to do is just come into this area and click add against the SSL, and then under your plan choose this one, let's encrypt SSL. Make sure that this option is selected, and then under product details, let's encrypt SSL, click activate. That's just going to activate your SSL certificate, and then I'll show you how to actually set it up within the website. So if you see a screen similar to these, then under install, just once again choose that it's let's encrypt this one that you want and click get, and that will install the certificate. All right, now as you can see, it says let's encrypt is installed for our domain. Then it's asking us to enforce HTTPS. Oops, I think I waited just a little bit too long. That option disappeared. So if you scroll down under manage SSL here, you will actually see, if you click these 3 dots once again, you will see something called enforce HTTPS. So just click that and make sure that you enforce it. So it will open up this dialog box, HTTPS enforce, so turn that on. And external links rewrite, make sure that you've got that turned on as well. Okay, so now that we've got success confirmation for both of those, our certificate is now enabled. Okay, so now it has been a few minutes since we connected our SiteGround account to Namecheap. So let's just check if our website is now loading. And as you can see, our website is now actually loading. Okay, so we've got our website online, which is awesome news. It looks like really bad though. And this is a default template for WordPress, but don't worry, we're going to customize everything so it's all going to look fine very, very soon. Just some basics that I want to get out of the way first. So anytime you're inside your SiteGround account, you can go to websites and you can then look at your site, and you can also then open this thing called Site Tools, and that will open up all of the options that are available for you to manage your website. These can come in very handy for a number of different reasons. So obviously there are quite a lot of options in here, but one of the most common ones that I like to point out to everyone is that if you go inside your SiteGround account, if you go into WordPress and click under Install and Manage, you will see your WordPress installation. So WordPress is now installed on your site. And if you ever have any problems logging in, if you just click these three dots here, you will see update admin password in the bottom. Okay, so that can come in very, very handy if you need to ever reset the WordPress password. Now, for you to log into the backend of your site, what is the kind of like a quick way to do this would be to go into wp-admin like this. So gregsawesomewebsite.com/wp-admin, and that will give you a prompt to log in. So this is what I was talking about, with this update admin password. If you ever kind of need to figure out what password you set up, you can just update it through here. But for now, just put in, so for me it was greg@caffeinatedblogger.com, and then put in your password and then click login, and that should log you into the back end of your actual website. All right, now as you can see, there is a little bit of a wizard that pops up saying, welcome to the WordPress site. Would you like to start now? Or it can walk you through step by step how to do everything. Just click exit. You don't really need this because we're going to be doing things in a slightly different way. So now we're here inside the admin area. That's the WordPress admin area. So this is sort of the back end of the content management solution for your website. And let's just complete some basic setup here. So the first thing you want to do is go into settings and click on general. And this is where you can control your site titles. So for the purposes of our website, since our niche is going to be numerology, we can call it Numerology Essentials. Okay, then enter a tagline. This is just anything, for example, numbers, what they mean, and how to control your destiny, something like that. And then under WordPress URL and site URL, I actually recommend to put www. In front of your website. This can come in handy at a later point in time when you get into content distribution networks and so forth. It's a little bit more advanced, but for now I just basically, on all of my websites, I make them www. You can choose your time zone and so on here if you want to. And for now, just click Save Changes. Now, you will be asked to log in again because you've changed your website to www.version. So just log in again and go back into settings and go to general just to verify that everything's changed. It has. Great. Now what we want to do is, next setting that we want to do is under settings, permalinks. And so here under permalink settings, the setting that you want is this post name. Okay, so just click that. That will basically just make the URLs or the address of your page is nice and neat. So if you publish a particular post on your site, it'll have a URL of what 1111 means, something like that. Instead of giving a string that is hard to read, it will just give it a nice clean URL at the end. So this is the one that you want. So you just want to save changes here. The next thing that you'll want to do is go into plugins, check the plugins that are installed. You'll want to select them all and then go to bulk actions, deactivate and apply. Okay, so now they're deactivated. Now guys, plugins are basically kind of like extensions of the functionality of your website. You can have all different sorts of plugins for WordPress. There are tons of free plugins, paid plugins, you name it. They just help you add extra functionality. We're going to talk a little bit more about the plugins later, but for now, just to kind of cleanse your site and start with a clean slate, you want to deactivate these. And then after you deactivate them, again, select them all and choose delete. This will delete these two default plugins that come pre-installed because we don't really need them. All right, I kind of skipped step 4 here, guys. Install WordPress. We did that in parallel with the installation of, with the setup of our hosting account. So let's just consider that step done because our WordPress backend has already been installed and we've kind of done a little bit of the basic WordPress setup. Okay, so now it's time for step 5, which is to install our smart theme. What is a theme? A theme is kind of like a template for WordPress. So right now, our theme is this, which is just nothing. It's a very kind of basic looking theme. But the way that you control the themes is from appearance, and then you click themes. And the theme that's currently installed is called 2019. So a theme is just lets you control the fonts and the layout and the structure of your website as you continue adding content to it. And the theme that I personally use on my website, on Caffeinated Blogger website, is called Smart Theme. So this is the theme that makes my website look like this. I've actually had quite a lot of questions from people who've watched my videos, who've been asking what kind of theme I use because it looks very nice and clean and it has nice typography. And the theme is called Smart Theme. If you want to use a free theme, you're more than welcome to do it. You can still follow along with this tutorial, but I use a premium theme that's called Smart Theme, right? So if you are following along here, if you click this button here, see where it says Get Smart Theme and Optimize Press, and you click this button, that will open up the page for you where you can purchase Optimize Press, which is a page builder. And this is the page builder that I use. So for example, where I built, let me just zoom out a little bit. So see this front page of my website, of the Caffeinated Blogger website, I built it using Optimize Press Page Builder. And Optimize Press Page Builder also comes packaged with the Smart Theme WordPress theme. And so you can pick both of those up. So the cheapest option here is $97. That will give you, I think, 10 licenses. It's not per year, it's just a one-off price. And that gives you the page builder plus Smart Theme plus everything else that you can see here on this page. So if you want to pick it up, you can just from this page here, caffeinatedblogger.com/startaf, you can pick it up here. Alternatively, if you want to use a free theme, you can Google for it. You can just use any of the free themes that you find. All you will need to do is download this theme and then follow the same steps as I'm going to show you right now. The reason why I kind of recommend Optimize Press for pretty much everyone who I talk to is because Optimize Press, for a small price, right, $97, it lets you build awesome pages. So see this page here, for example, this was built using Optimize Press. Optimize Press is a very flexible funnel builder, very easy to use. It's really drag and drop. And for the price of just $97, you're getting this page builder, plus you're getting Smart Theme, plus a lot of other tools that are included. So it's actually really, really great value for an excellent tool. At some point down the track, you will actually need some kind of a page builder, and Optimize Press is my preferred tool. I've used it for many years, and I can't recommend it highly enough. It's cheap, and it's kind of like packed with value. You get so many different things in it. Once you are inside your Optimize Press dashboard, you can go to downloads to download the theme. So you will see here something called themes, and then it'll say Smart Theme V3. So you can click download and save the file that pops up this window. The next thing that you'll want to download is this Optimize Builder. We will use it a little bit later, but for now just download it and I will show you how to actually use it. So just save that wherever you store all of your downloads. Then come back to your WordPress admin dashboard and go into Appearances and then go into Themes. And this is where you'll want to click Add New. And you'll want to click Upload Theme. This is where we're going to upload our Smart Theme file. Or if you're using a different WordPress theme, then this is where you would upload that file. Now, the important thing here is that you want to upload the zip file. See, it says if you have a theme in a zip format. So just make sure that you upload the .zip version of the files, not the unzipped files. Okay, so then click Choose File, open up the folder where you stored all of the downloads, and then choose the file that says OP Smart Theme 3. this one here, that's the file that we just downloaded earlier, and click open and then choose install now. You will see now in the bottom left that the theme is uploading, and after it has uploaded, you'll see this dialog saying unpacking, installing, installed successfully. So what you'll want to do now is click activate. After you click activate, you will see the confirmation that the theme has been activated. And if I open this visit site link in a new tab, you will see that now our website looks different and it does say smart theme at the top. So that's good news. We've now got our theme installed. Next step for us is to create the required pages on our new site. If you're a little bit new to websites and to WordPress, there is a difference between pages and posts. You will see here inside WordPress admin that you've got something called posts and something called pages. The best way to probably describe this is that pages are major parts of your website or major pages on your website that should be visible from any page on your site. So I'm here on the Caffeinated Blogger website, and you will see there are some menus here at the top, and these are all pages. So I've got a contact page, about page, some legal pages, terms of service and privacy policy. If I open a blog post on my website, I will still see the same pages at the very top. So your pages are essentially the kind of like big things that should be in the top menu. Think of it that way. Your posts on the other side, posts, okay? So posts on the other hand are individual content pages on your site. So you're not going to be creating pages for each kind of article on your website. So if you've got an article about free traffic sources, an article about how to drive traffic to your blog, etc., they generally will be posted as posts on your site. And they will be, so posts will be the pages, the content pages on your website that are going to be driving all of the free traffic to your website. We're going to be creating lots and lots of posts. But before we do that, it's a good idea to actually go ahead and create some basic pages such as terms and conditions and so forth. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you now step by step how to do. So the first thing that you want to do is go into pages, all pages, and then check what kind of pages are here. So you can see that by default, we've got a privacy policy and a sample page. So let's just tick those and go ahead and move them to trash. And then you can also, so let's hit apply. So they're now going to be sent to trash, and we'll go to trash and let's empty the trash. We're going to recreate them. So go delete permanently, apply. We're going to recreate all of the necessary pages ourselves. Then go here, pages, add new, and we'll want to create an about page first. All right, now you will see this editor. Now there is something that I need to say about this editor. This is a new editor for WordPress. They just recently introduced it. It's called the block editor. To be honest, I don't really like it, and a lot of people on the internet don't really like this block editor. It's not very easy to use. So what I recommend to do is go into plugins and choose add new, and we're going to install what's called a classic editor plugin. So just type in classic editor, and the first thing that'll come up, as you can see, it's got over 5 million active installations. So you can see that most people don't really like block editor that much. So we're just going to install this classic editor plugin. It's now activated, and let's go back into all pages and choose to add a new page again. And now you'll see a new editor loads. It's a lot cleaner and just a lot more user friendly. I find it much easier to use. Now we want to call our page about us, and this is where you want to write a little bit about your website. Now you will see also this thing has come up called permalink, gregsawesomewebsite.com/about-us. You can edit this URL, so just get rid of the -us, and we want this page to have a website address of gregsawesomewebsite.com/about, just to keep it clean. And this is where you can write up a little bit of a story. You can always come back and add more later, but for now I'm just going to write a couple of sentences. For now I've just written a couple of quick sentences. Numerology Essentials is a website that I started to pursue my passion of numerology. I've always been interested in numerology and blah blah blah. So you can obviously write up, you can get examples of what other people write in their About Us page. You can simply click and type. You can do some basic formatting here. So if you highlight something and make it bold, it'll come up as bold. You can also add images if you want to. So all you would need to do is just add this extra toolbar, and then in here go add media, and that will allow you to upload images and insert images into your post. It's very similar to Microsoft Word or Google Docs, so very self-explanatory for how to use this editor. For now, let's just publish this page and see what it looks like. So if I open it up, you will see that I've now got this page. So it's got the logo at the very top, and then about us, and then it has that that paragraph or couple of paragraphs that we have written about. Okay, so now let's change some of the settings here, namely the logo as well as how big this header area at the top is. So if you go back into the WordPress dashboard and then head into appearance and then theme options, you will be able to customize the appearance of Smart Theme. You will see here you've got the options to change the logo as well as the Retina logo. So let's go ahead and create the new logos. You can do it very easily in a program called Canva. So just type in canva.com. Canva is free to use. So go ahead and once you're logged in, choose create a design and then go custom dimensions and then type in the width and height. So the way that I always recommend to do this is to replicate the width and height of your current logo. So if you right click on the logo and then choose open image and new tab, it will show you the full sized logo. So now you just need to measure this logo. So if you right click on this image and go save image as, and then save it, after you open up the saved image and right click on it and choose properties, it will tell you the current size of your logo. So you can see here on the details it says 220 by 60. So that's what we need to put into Canva. 220 and height is 60. And then we choose create design. So the reason why we replicate the current dimensions is because the theme is set up to work with images of a particular size, so we just want to make sure that we replicate it. So hit create design, and then just a simple text logo will do. So what you want to do is choose text from the options on the left hand side and choose any kind of text. You'll need to obviously change the size a little bit so that it actually fits into our design here. So let's make it quite small, maybe size 10 to start with, and let's type in essential numerology or whatever the site name is that you're going to come up with. And now let's find a font. So we're going to select all of this. Let's find a font that is quite tall. Okay, so maybe something like this, Antonio Light. Let's see how that looks. All right, that's pretty okay. So we're going to make numerology bold, and this one will be light, and let's increase this in size until it fills the whole box. Okay, so this is starting to look pretty okay. Now let's make these different colors. So perhaps numerology we're gonna make blue like that, and then this we're going to make gray like that. Central white. All right, so something like this is actually completely fine to begin with. So if we choose the zoom here to be 100, this is what it's going to look like on your website. All right, so this is now done. Let's just export this. So click export button and then choose download. And under download, choose file type PNG. So click download and save that logo. So I'm going to save the logo here as logo.png. So now let's go back to theme options, and where it says logo, click upload and choose that file. So I'm going to choose logo.png here, click open and click select. So that's now done. For Retina logo, let's use the same file. Okay, just select that and click select. And now let's click save changes and see what our site looks like now. We should be seeing our new logo. All right, perfect. We're now seeing our new logo at the very top. Now let's change the size of this gray area at the top. I like it to be a little bit smaller. You can control this inside the settings area if you go into pages and then page layout, actually under page hero, sorry. So hero size, choose small. So this area is called hero. So you just want to make it a little bit smaller. Click save changes. And then let's do the same thing for blog pages. We don't want that hero image to occupy too much. So let's go and choose blog post hero and then choose small as well and save changes. And then let's see what our page looks like now. All right, so this is now much better. This is not taking up too much space. The next thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to create terms and conditions. For that, we can use a plugin. So go plugin, add new, and use a plugin called WP Auto Terms. So if you search for it, it should be the first plugin that comes up. Well, actually it's the second, this one here, WP Auto Terms. It's a free plugin and it will allow you to create terms and conditions pages and privacy pages, which is pretty much a requirement these days if you're going to be doing online marketing. But it's very simple to create. It's just something that's legally required to have on each site. And it also gives Google a signal that your site is actually legitimate and trustworthy. So we now have this new option, WP Auto Terms here. So let's go and choose Add Legal Pages. And under Privacy Policy, go ahead and click Create to create your privacy policy. So then you will just need to enter some basic details. You will need to enter your country. So for me, for example, it'll be Australia. And then choose your state. And then enter the company name and fill out all of this information here to the best of your knowledge. So here I've got my company name, if you've got a company, or as it says, if it's not operated by a company, then enter the website name. So it'll be just the website name here. Can users create an account on your website? We'll choose no if they can't create an account. We're going to be collecting name and email addresses, so tick those. We're going to show Google Ads as well, so tick yes there. And it's up to you. I mean, I think that if required, we will disclose personal information of users to law enforcement agencies. So click yes and hit create. So WP Auto Terms has gone ahead and created the privacy policy page for us. So we want to add a new category and call it legal, and add this page to a new category of legal pages. And then we're going to hit publish, and that's going to publish our page for us. So if we now go back to all legal pages, you will see that our privacy policy page now exists. And what you want to do now is go Add Legal Pages and create the terms and conditions page. So click create. Once again, fill out all of the information here. Okay, so just choose all the available options and click create. And once again, that'll create your page. So add it to the category of legal pages and click publish. And now your legal pages are completed. So what you want to do now is create a menu at the top so that this becomes possible to navigate. So go into appearances and then choose something called menus. We now need to create a menu. So our menu, let's call it top menu here. We're going to have a custom link going to our homepage so that people can go into the homepage of your website at any time. Under About, we already have that added to us. So when we created the About Us page, okay, we want the navigation label to just be About. And then what we want to do is we want to create one more page. So let's go into View All. So you now want to add a custom link here. So just choose the custom link option, and under URL, we will need to enter the URLs of the pages here. So if we right click on View, that'll give us the URL of that page. So now we just insert that URL here, and that'll be our privacy policy, and we're going to add that to menu. And then let's do the same thing with our terms and conditions. So once again, copy link address, and then here go and choose link text will be terms, and then add to menu. And what we want to do is group them under a, so let me just show you first of all what it will look like if we just use this. So display location will be header menu. So let's go save menu, and let me show you what it will look like if we refresh the page. So see, now we've got this menu here at the top, home, about, privacy and terms, but we want to group privacy and terms into one drop down item. So the way to do that would be to create again a custom link and give that the URL of the terms and conditions. On the link text, put legal, add to menu, and then drag legal above privacy policy, and then indent both privacy policy and terms under it, and click save. And after you have done this and we refresh the page, you will see that now we've got home, about, and then legal. And this navigation menu will be available on every single page of your website. So if we go into privacy policy now, we still have got this navigation at the top. If we go into terms, once again, we've got that at the top as well. Okay, the other thing that we are now seeing is that it says by greg@caffeinatorblogger.com. So let's just make sure that we change that. So if we go into users and then all users, and then edit this user, what we want to do is make sure that we display the name publicly, as Greg Kononenko. So we're going to enter Greg Kononenko here and then display name publicly, choose as Greg Kononenko. And then let's update this profile and see what it comes up as now. So let's refresh the page and now it's coming up as by Greg Kononenko. So this is all starting to come together and it's starting to look pretty good. Last thing that we'll want to do is change what's coming up here in the footer. It's this black and white logo. So let's make sure that we go ahead and change that. So we're going to go into appearance and then theme options, and let's choose what comes up in the footer. So under here we go footer, and then see there is a footer logo. So we will want to upload our same logo that we used before. So let's just use that and click select, and that'll display the same logo at the footer. All right, and copyright text, you can put your own copyright text here, whatever you want to show. So for now, I've put essential numerology, all rights reserved. Let's click save changes and then just see how that looks at the bottom. Okay, perfect. So now we've got our logo at the bottom and it's all starting to look really good. Our website is now ready to get some content and start getting the traffic and making those affiliate commissions. Our next step is step 7, which is to find keywords of what our articles should be about. So let's go back to our offer and our niche. The offer that I will be promoting here as an example is numerologist.com. So that's going to be kind of like one of the main offers that we can promote on our website. Of course, for your niche, whichever niche you decide to go into, you can choose any other offer. If you are in the weight loss niche, or if you're in the fitness niche, or green products, organic products, home and garden, whatever your niche is, you can promote pretty much any offer, and you're not limited to ClickBank. You can promote any offer on any network. I'm just using ClickBank purely as an example. Now, what we want to do is just get a good understanding of what the offer actually is. If you are new to this niche, I recommend that you read a little bit about numerology in general, or about your niche in general. Just get a good understanding of how the niche works, what kind of problems people have in this niche. Okay, so we know that the website, the kind of sales page, or the website itself is numerologist.com. So we need to do a little bit of competitive intelligence here and find out which websites are actually sending most of the traffic to numerologist.com. To do that, so if you go to numerologist.com, by the way, you can read a lot more about this actual offer that you'd be promoting. What we want to do now is just copy this numerologist.com and open a service called SimilarWeb. And that will help us determine where the website traffic is coming from. So let's just paste that in here, click search. And once we get the report, you want to go into referrals here at the bottom, and you will find out which websites are sending most of the traffic from. So the first one is High Perspective, the next one is Spiritual Guidance. So let's take a look at this High Perspective. So we click this one and we open it in a new tab, and we can see that this is the High Perspectives website. So this is a website that has got content. So we're kind of trying to build a website that is actually going to be similar to this in terms of the content, right? So they've got content that they're publishing, okay? And then in this article, you see there is a banner. And if we click this banner, guess what happens? It's hop.clickbank.net. So they're promoting via ClickBank, they're promoting the numerologist offer. So they're doing the exact same thing as what we are doing. So because we want to essentially create a website that is very similar to these High Perspectives, okay, we want to analyze and see what kind of content they're publishing, and we want to start publishing a content that is similar to their content. So to do that, we can use a tool that's called Ahrefs. Okay, once you're inside Ahrefs, head over to Site Explorer and type in this domain highperspectives.com and click search, and it will tell you for High Perspectives, for this website, all of the information that you need to know. So they're currently ranking for 29.4 thousand organic keywords. So we want to go over here, and what we want to do now is filter by keyword difficulty. So we want to limit the keyword difficulty to about 8, which just basically means that because our website is obviously brand new, doesn't have any backlinks and so on, we want to publish content that has got a very high chance of ranking on page 1 of Google. So if you click apply, right, we now have the content or the keywords from the highperspectives.com website. So now let's take a look what kind of keywords are relevant and what sort of content can we start publishing. So as I'm going through this is where you need to do a little bit of research into your niche so that you get a good understanding of it. So here it says turmeric and honey. I don't think turmeric and honey is very relevant to the numerologist.com offer that we're going to be promoting. However, as you keep scrolling down, you will see there are some that are relevant. Okay, so waking up at 2 a.m. spiritual meaning. So numerologist.com offer is all about kind of discovering what the numbers mean in your life, etc. And waking up at 2 a.m. spiritual meaning is very, very relevant to that offer that we're going to be promoting. So now what you can do is right click and actually check out what that page looks like. And here you can see if you wake up at the same time every night, this is what it means. And you can see that they're promoting the numerologist.com offer. And here we've got this banner. And we've also got a couple of banners on the page as well as at the very bottom of the page. Okay, so now if you look at the article, it's actually really simple and you don't need to have any special knowledge or proof or anything like that. It's just writing this text, basically, rewriting it in your own words. So this keyword is perfect, waking up at 2 a.m. spiritual meaning. So we can definitely go ahead and create a piece of content on this. Now guys, Ahrefs is a paid tool. It's kind of like a professional standard tool. That's the one that I use. I realized that not everybody has got the money for Ahrefs. I'm going to show you an alternative tool as well. But wanted to mention to you that Ahrefs does have a 7-day trial for $7. I'm not an affiliate for Ahrefs, by the way, so I'm not interested. I don't have like a special interest in you guys using it or not using it. But what you can do is batch up all of your research and just get a 7-day trial for $7 and then cancel your account if your finances are very, very tight. That's one way of doing it. Another tool that you can use, and this one is free, is Ubersuggest. So just type in Ubersuggest and open up this result and you can get similar sort of information. It's just because it is a free tool, it's got some limitations, and but you can still analyze it. So the website that we were on before is called highperspectives.com. You can do a very similar thing. So just type it in and click search and it'll give you a similar kind of information about the website and what kind of articles it's publishing and what kind of keywords and competition it's got as well. So if you go into organic keywords 25606 here, it'll give you that list of keywords that you can work with. All right, so similarly, you can scroll down and look at all of these keywords. SD is the SEO difficulty, so you can go for the ones that are a bit lower, like 5 and 6 and 7, the dark zodiac signs, etc., etc., etc. So this is how you find the keywords. So we've now got that keyword idea about waking up at 2 a.m. So now we need to move on to step 8, which is to actually plan our article. And that involves writing an outline, so it's like a plan for your article, which you then will convert into a full-blown article. So normally what I do is I'll take this keyword and I'll open up Google search page result, and I will take a look at what the different pages here look like and what they write about. So I'll open up this one, this one, this one, so all 10 of them, and I'll read through the articles to get a general idea of what they actually write about. The other thing that I will always do is I will select the text of the article and just get an idea on the length, how long my content needs to be. So to do that, a simple way would be copy, and then if you open up Word and paste this article in, Microsoft Word will tell you the length of it. So here I've pasted it, and then if you select everything and click the word count, it'll tell us that there are 777 words. So I would do this with all top 10 to get an understanding of what length my article needs to be. So, if you're looking that others have published content of about 800 to 1000 words long, then it means that your content needs to be at least 1000 words, because Google does like in-depth content and they prefer to show in-depth content covering a topic at length. This way you can outrank some of the other websites that have got their content there, but their content is shorter than yours. All right, so here I've started preparing the outline. Normally what I do is I put aim, how many words we are going for, then intro and what kind of points I can talk about in the intro. So we want 200-word intro about keep waking up at 2 a.m. Want to know what it means. In this guide, we'll cover what it means, many different reasons. And then I break it up into paragraphs or into sections of the article. So this is where your research of this article comes into play. So for example, reason 1 will be connection hours, and I got that from Spiritual Unite website. So here it says connections are strongest between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. Okay, so many people call it the between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. the connection hours. So this is where I'm in the article, once I publish it on my website, I'm going to talk about connection hours, and I'm going to also link to, within that article, I'm going to link just kind of like as a authority reference. Google actually likes your articles to have several links to other high authority websites. So we're going to somewhere within that website or within the article, we're going to link out to other high authority sources. And so you go ahead and create an outline of your article based on your research, and then you will need to go into WordPress and actually type that article out. To create your first post within WordPress, you would go into posts and then click add new, and then you will need to give it a name, and then you can actually create your content down here. Now guys, I'm going to show you one plugin that is actually very useful for creating content that can rank in search engines. So for that, go into plugins and click add new, and we're going to find a plugin that's called Yoast SEO, and then just click enter, and once you've got this plugin, click install now, and that will install the plugin. It will help us to make sure that our content, so click activate, it will make sure that our content is created properly and that it complies with all the SEO best practice. So now you can see in the bottom left, you've got why SEO. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create that post. So for the title of the post, it's a good idea to title it similarly to what the other posts are called, okay, but you also want to include the keyword. So I'm going to take the keyword that we're targeting, and I'm going into our post here, and let's just name it like this. So waking up at 2 a.m. spiritual meaning ultimate guide. Okay, waking up at 2 a.m. spiritual meaning ultimate guide. Now you will notice that at the bottom we've got this little pane now called Yoast SEO, and it's asking us for our focus key phrase. So our focus key phrase is waking up at 2 a.m. spiritual meaning. And as we create our content, it will actually help us make sure that our article is well optimized to rank in Google for this focus key phrase. So now you just need to get to work and start typing. So basically, now that you've got your plan, go ahead and type everything in. Okay, here, so I've paused the video while I started typing everything up. So basically I started sticking to this outline that we've just created and started creating this content. So I've done a little bit of an intro. I won't read it to you now. You can kind of pause the video and read it if you want to. And then what I've done is I've created subheadings for each of these reasons. Oops. So you can see reason 1. So after I type this in, if you highlight it and you choose heading, so choose heading 2 for all of your subsection headings, not heading 1, because heading 1 in the HTML markup should really be the title of your post. So I've got that in here, and then I've started typing up the time of the night around 2 a.m. is also known as the connection hour. So what we want to do now is highlight perhaps this 2 a.m. is also known as the connection hours, and we want to link out to this resource. So right click, copy link address, and then insert or edit the link, and right click and click paste, and then you will want to go link options, open link a new tab, or you can keep it. It's really up to you whether you want the people, for example, if they do click through, do you want them to leave your website or not. I usually just leave it like this with a default, and so to keep it in the same tab. Okay, so after this, this is how you create the hyperlink. So you would basically go ahead now, see we've already got 124 words, so you will need to work your way through and create a content piece that's 1,000 words long. But for the purposes of just this guide, let's pretend that this was our full piece now done. So permalink, you will go edit, and here you might want to shorten it just so that the URL, the kind of URL that opens up in browser, is not long and ugly. So let's just call it waking up at 2 a.m. Click OK. And now let's hit, well, actually, sorry, before we hit publish, let's check what our Yoast SEO is telling us. So if you come through to under Yoast SEO, you will find there is a pane here called SEO analysis. So just click that, and SEO will actually tell you all of these problems that it is finding. So now it's saying problem, there are 7 problems, internal links. No internal links appear on this page. So it wants you to link from this page to another page on your site. So you can start doing this once you've got a few more contents. Keyword phrase density. So focus key phrase was found 1 time. That's less than recommended minimum of 2 times. So you might want to mention this key phrase another time so that you get a pass on that. It says meta description length. No meta description has been specified. So meta description is this snippet here. So this is the stuff that comes up in the search engines. So this bit here, that's called meta description. And some websites here also haven't really typed up a proper meta description. But if you want to rank and if you want your website to do well, you will want to create a meta description. So go and edit snippet, and under SEO title, you want to just copy and paste the same thing that we named this, because this is already optimized. So put that under SEO title. Slug is fine. And then under meta description, you will want to type something in that mentions these keywords. So for example, so now I've typed in meta description, wondering why you're waking up at 2 a.m. and the spiritual meaning of this is. Check out our ultimate guide and find out all about waking up at 2 a.m. So basically you work your way down through this results analysis. That's why Yoast SEO is very, very helpful for you to create the content. So now let's go ahead and click publish here, and let's preview what our article will actually look like once it is published. So let's right click, open link in the new tab. Okay, and you can see now that we've got our first article, which is amazing news. You can see that now it says and categorize. So to fix that, create a category for it. So for category, we will say, you can think about what kind of categories you can give it. So perhaps we want to categorize it as meaning of numbers. So let's untick categorized and click add new category. And we now hit update, and that will update our content to meaning of numbers. So effectively now you know how to do the step 9, which is to publish the article. Once you've got it to a certain length of, let's say, 1,000 words, you basically just publish it and then you move on to the next article. You will want to go through this competitor highperspectives.com, find out all of the keywords that are low competition and that are in your niche, and create an article on each one of them, because you'll have a really high chance of also ranking on page 1 if you publish high quality content on this same keyword. Once you have exhausted all of the keywords for highperspectives.com, then you can open up the similar website again and then move on to the next one. So you'll also find that spiritual guidance. Okay, so you'll open this up, Spiritual Guidance 101. They are also sending a ton of traffic to numerologist.com. And so you can do the same thing, just go ahead and analyze them all and publish the articles on all of the keywords there. So guys, you will never run out of content ideas to publish as long as you use the right tools and the right methodology. So the whole idea here that we're working towards is to create a website that effectively looks similar to this, which has got links to the affiliate offer within the content, as well as ability to build an email list. So you can see here highperspectives.com has got an email opt-in box, and they also capture, I'm sure, a lot of emails, and then they can promote products automatically via autoresponder via email to their email list, and continually market and make affiliate commissions. So what can you expect with this method? Basically, you can go ahead and publish between 1 to 5 articles per week on your website. After you publish around 10 to 20, you should start seeing the traffic come into your website. And the reason is that, Google just doesn't give rankings or give traffic to websites that have only got 1 or 2 pages. It's very, very rare to be able to get traffic like that. As you add more pages to your website, your overall website authority will grow, and Google will trust you more, and they will start sending you more and more traffic. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You can start making some money within a few months, but really the big results will come 6 to 12 months before. You should kind of plan to be doing this for 6 to 12 months before you start seeing big results. However, when the results do come, they will be largely automated and passive, and that's the awesome thing that I love about building niche websites. Now guys, this video is already very long. I don't know, after I finish editing, I reckon it'll be over an hour long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to make next video in a couple of days, and I will actually show you in detail step by step what to do after this, and how to actually monetize your website. So how to set up affiliate links on your website, how to start building an email list, and how to start monetizing your email list as well. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Drop me a comment below. Please tell me what you thought about this. I've put in a lot of time and effort into this, and I really hope that you enjoyed this. Subscribe to my YouTube channel just below this video. Tick the bell notification icon to get more videos like this in the future. My goal on this channel is to help you make a full-time income online so that you can have a better future for yourself and your family. Thank you so much. My name is Greg Kononenko, and I'll see you in the next video.